All right. The first test in the podcast studio, even though I'm still waiting on my neon sign. Who knows when that'll be here? Where's the camera? Oh, there you are. See, I'm getting used to this. I've had this chair everywhere, and it just seems putting it out here in the middle is the best place. Because if I put it up against the wall, and it's hard to get the camera angle right. So really don't have a topic here. We're just going to do some different things now. The reason I got headphones is so I can hear the sound quality, but once I get that set, I won't need it. Let me make sure. Testing 1, 2. Hey, I don't want it to be too bassy. I don't want it to be too trebly. Is trebly a word? It is today. Here on the Mike Dunn podcast, we're all a little trebly. But I don't need them. What I need to do is figure out how to get earbuds to work, at least have one earbud. So I know that I don't want to sit here like a babbling idiot for 45 minutes or whatever on a podcast and then realize I don't have sound, although I got a little meter over here. Right behind you is a computer. And then I got my soundboard, and that also has little dilly bop. Hey, if you see the little dilly bops, quit flashing up and down, comment, and then I'll know to stop and fix my sound. So, but this, it's not done yet, but really all I'm doing now is I'm waiting on my neon sign and just a few other things. A couple of tripods I had to order because I want to use different cameras. I had to order a capture card. I didn't even know that was a thing. And the reason why is right now you're seeing this in 1080p, and that's as high as I can go. And my cameras are capable of doing 4K, 8K, but all I can do, it's plugged in basically as a webcam. And I knew there was a way to do it because I watch other creators and they have much better quality than what this is. I mean, from what I'm seeing, if it looks like this, it looks pretty good. The lighting should be just about right. But I wanted to do a test podcast so you guys can criticize me. And, you know, I got my stuff hanging on the wall and I may fuzz that out. I don't know. There's a setting on the camera I could push where that will be blurry behind me. We'll experiment. I want to get this looking good, but I want it to where I can just come sit down every day, turn things on, and hit record. And it's taken me a week to get to this point. So we're going to put this test one out, see how you guys like it. On Dogman channel, I'll probably come in here today and I'll show you what the podcast studio now looks like. Kind of a behind the scenes thing. So you can kind of see what all's involved in this. And so that'll be on Dogman today. If you're new to the channel, I have 3 channels. I have Ouachita Mountain Living, and I have the Dogman. Well, it's not the, now it's Dogman, Dogman. And I have a small DIY channel, but I haven't had time to mess with that really. And they just, that's why I got out of homesteading videos, DIY videos, because man, you just get to a certain amount of subscribers and then it ends. That's all you're going to get. I know channels that I know around here that a year ago, they're the exact same size as they were a year ago. They haven't grown any. There's just no room for growth in homesteading channels. But some of them do it to record, their progress on their properties, and it's not a living for them. But I actually discovered that doing talking videos on accident, and here I am. Now we're doing a podcast. So in the future, I hope to have a guest once in a while on here. Man, that's going to be more work. I'll have to get another chair. And this chair, just a cheap $100 Walmart chair, and it was white. I figured I don't even think you can see it. It's just a white chair. Got this old raggedy t-shirt on, but this is just a test podcast. I want to see how you think it is and where I can improve on things. If there's any more lighting needed, I've kind of got some purplish lights in the back. There's one there. There's one there. I guess I need to aim them different. That one's kind of making some noise. Well, you just scoot over here. See, that's what you do, scoot over here. And I got to get used to talking into this microphone because you got to be fairly close. You get a much better sound quality than you do from the DJI mics or the Rode mics. It's just a better setting. Nothing's more irritating than an echo when you're listening to a podcast. There should be no echo. The sound in here is amazing. The sound muffling is amazing. I insulated the ceiling with foam board. The walls are very well insulated with R13. So it's going to be very good for sound. What is that beeping noise? Oh, I got a bird outside there. I got to do something about that. I can't have birds out the window chirping. I just can't do it. But we're basically going to do things on here that we do on Ouachita Mountain Living, talk about various subjects. They may go longer on this channel than they would on that channel. I try to keep that channel anywhere from 15 to 20-minute videos. With most people today, you go beyond that, their attention spans just aren't there. I know my attention spans are a lot shorter. I don't know that it's attention span. Here's what I think it is, especially on YouTube and TikTok. I guess I don't watch that, but you have such a variety of things to choose from. And if you click on a video and they don't catch your attention right off the bat and say something that you're interested in or that's going to keep you interested, well, you click off and you go find something else to watch. I know that's what I do. I think it's just we have, back in the old days, when we had 3 channels. We had ABC, NBC, and CBS, and then, you had your PBS. Later on, you had UHF, the Fox or whatever it was, but you didn't have much choice. So you either didn't watch anything at all, or you watched whatever was on. There was really no choices. If it was that way on YouTube, man, all of us creators would fare much better. The problem is on YouTube now, there are so many small channels that are starting out. A lot of these people, they ain't no good, man. They're not ever going to make it as a YouTuber. And nothing against anybody that wants to start a channel. But it's like we're getting all clogged up in there. There's so many channels. It's ungodly. It's like 200 million channels. And I believe, I looked at the stats once, like 95% of this 200 million channels are people with under 1,000 subscribers. That's unreal. 1% have over 100,000 subscribers. Just 1% out of 200 million. So that's interesting. But there's there's a lot of people who created channels that made a video, or they just created channels and they haven't put any videos up. This is another thing that happens. I got a few channels that I don't have any videos on that I used to watch things with. But I think if you have a channel that you created and you're not using it, just get rid of it. You can only have so many channels. But the thing of it is, YouTube isn't going to share your channel if there's no videos. They're not going to share your channel if there's videos, but they're not recent. You have to have, even my Ouachita Mountain Living channel. After about 24 hours now, and this has changed, and this is another reason why a lot of creators like myself have started more than one channel. Because they only last for a day. It used to be you would upload a video and it would do well, and it would go for weeks where people would watch it, a couple hundred views an hour. Now they've put a stop to that. You're not making as much income as you used to make on YouTube. So you have to do more videos. And to do more videos, you have to have more than one channel, because if you put up more than, I think it's 2, really it's 1, but if you put up more than 1 video a day, I think you can get away with 2, but if you put up more than 1, they don't share it. They don't share it like they would the 1 video. And so in order for you to put up a video that's going to do any good that YouTube will share, you have to have more than 1 channel. So that is another reason. And so you're going to see a lot of some of these bigger channels that used to post once a week, if they're making a living off this, you're going to start seeing them post more than once a week. And this is why. Nothing in this world happens to the benefit of someone, to the benefit of the receiver, if you follow me. Especially in business today, any kind of business, it's all about profit. They don't care about the employee. They don't care about the contributors. It's all about how much money they can make and how much profit they can make. And the less that they have to give somebody that's helping them get there, the better. And that's a very sad, greedy-ass world that we have become. And for the little man to make it, he's got to work twice as hard. And it's only getting worse, especially when we're going to start seeing AI take over. We're going to start seeing these damn robots doing things. It's only going to get worse. Who would, if you had a fast food restaurant, let me just put it to you this way, and you can't blame them sometimes. You've been to a fast food restaurant. It used to be that was a teenager's job, right? You would go in, you had the zit-faced teenager waiting on you. I think you order, I'd like a French fry and a quarter pounder with cheese. You want ketchup? Yes, I want ketchup, man. I want 17 packs of ketchup. I'm only allowed to give you 4. But if you go outside and you come back in 4 or 5 times, I can probably get away with it. But you used to have those kind of employees. It was a teenager's job because it doesn't pay nothing. I worked at Burger King. I worked at Captain D's. I bussed tables. Those were jobs for 14, 15, 16, 17-year-olds. Until they had their education or whatever it was they decided to get into. Those were low-paying jobs. And they still are low-paying jobs, but the problem is now it ain't the young teenagers anymore. It is all the people who have crashed our borders that are working there, and they are demanding higher wages. So this drives up the price of things. So don't tell me if there becomes one of Elon Musk robots or whatever, they can slap mustard on a hamburger. They're going to choose that over an employee anytime, because the robot might need maintenance, but it don't need health insurance, and it doesn't need a wage. It's a one purchase. All right, this is the test podcast. Let me know what y'all think. What's bugging you? Is there any glares? I don't know. It looks pretty good to me from looking at the monitor, but we'll see. I'll be tweaking this as we go and improving things. So thanks for watching. Happy trails.